I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
And you are one pathetic loser.
Hello to all my sports card collectors, investors, all of my collectibles friends. It is another day, is another sports card video. Not a happy video today. Not happy to make this one whatsoever. If you're new here, you're coming back. Hey, sometimes you're laughing with me. In this video, you might be laughing at me. As a matter of fact, a lot of you will be laughing at me. But make sure you subscribe so that you catch all of these types of videos where I am looking foolish. The like button if you like what you hear, and then also connect with me on IG at SportsCardDad, and I'm also on the Twitter machine on occasion, the SportsCardDad. All right, so it's just another day, another Friday. I'm getting ready for the weekend. The National is next week. I'm all excited, trying to get packed up. What am I going to bring for trade night? This and that, whatever. I go out and I check the mail, and I'm like, oh man, I forgot. I have a couple of cards that are coming in that I've been waiting on. As many of you know, or some of you might know, I've been getting into some of the star basketball cards from the 80s. And no, I'm not buying any Michael Jordan star cards, but I've been looking at some of the other stuff. Julius Erving, Dr. J, Kareem, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, that sort of stuff, because I like the fact that there is low-ish type print runs, or what is believed to be. And frankly, if we're looking at 80s basketball cards, those star cards, as far as licensed cards go, are probably the lowest print run cards in the 80s. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take a look at this. These are pretty cool. Maybe I add a few to my collection. Are the price points right? This, that, or whatever. I wanted to make sure that they're BGS graded. So that was the big thing. I'm not buying raw star cards because there has been some scandal with, a lot of fakes, a lot of counterfeits. The guy that ran the company ended up making more of them later on, but then saying that they were from the 80s, like they unearthed them. We've unearthed, these cards from the 80s, but instead they were just printed again. So, there's a lot of that stuff going around. So I was like, just to protect myself to some degree, I'm going with BGS graded star cards. And the reason BGS is because the other companies, SGC, PSA, have not been grading them. I don't know if SGC's ever graded them. PSA did for a little bit and then decided, nah, we're not going to. And then just recently came back and they are grading the Jordan 101 rookie card. I don't know though if PSA is grading all star cards. That's something that I'll need to find out probably after this story. Anyway, so let's just dig into it. I go and I check the mail. Yes, okay, I've got a package. It's mail day. We all love that, right? Well, there also happened to be something in the mail that my wife was waiting for. So I'm like, oh, okay, let me run this into the house because I'm about to run an errand. And I go ahead and I just set my package on the back of my car. And I go ahead and run that mail into her. Great, all good. I jump in my car and I drive away. That's when the nightmare began. I'm driving, minding my own business, not realizing what's happened, not realizing that I've left that package there. I get to the end of my neighborhood, there's a stop sign, then you kind of turn onto not an interstate, but a pretty decent sized highway, 55 mile an hour, something like that, 50, 55. So, it's not like you're going 25, 30. It's you got to be paying attention and all that. Well, I turn onto that road and I'm driving, and in the rear view, I just caught a yellow flutter in the back of my, rear view mirror. I look and there's something caught my eye there, and I was like, what was that? That seems kind of weird. I saw something, but I don't know what it was. And I looked to the side. The package that I thought I had put next to me, gotten in the car and put next to me in the passenger seat, was not in the passenger seat. And so I quickly was like, oh my gosh, that has got to be my package. So I just turned onto a side road real quick. I wasn't able to quickly do it because again, it's fairly major highway, so I turn on a side road. I'm walking, I'm looking, I'm not seeing anything, and I'm starting to feel like I am the biggest moron on the planet. How did I allow this to happen? You're in such a huge hurry, and you left it on the back of your car, literally. And so, I'm walking, and then out of the corner of my eye, a yellow flash on the side of the road. And I'm like, no, there's no way. Is this it? Is this the yellow envelope? I'm kind of jogging along, obviously, because it's right on the side of the road. And so it's right in kind of the bike lane part, like right on the white line, part of the road. And so I'm running on the other side of the road. I watched literally like an F-150 or an F-250 or something go directly over the package, directly over it. And I'm just thinking like, well, that's it. I mean, like, even if I get it, it's going to be bad. And so lo and behold, it was it. It was it. I found it. It was on the side of the road and my 2 cards were in there. I do have cracked slabs. All right. The slab has been cracked all the way through, but the card is still intact. Okay. So the card is still in there. I'm trying not to move it too much in case I screw it up even more. And there's 2 cards here. I haven't actually gone through, so I can at least see that the card was not destroyed. You know, so the case is bashed to bits. I mean, it's completely cracked, but it didn't get to the card from what I can see. Now, granted, I haven't completely cracked this thing open to see what's going on, but it looks like it's still nestled in its place. I don't see anything crazy so far. So I don't know what to do with this. I mean, it's essentially a cracked slab. I guess people are cracking these and sending them to PSA, assuming that PSA is grading all star cards. I guess maybe this is a sign. Maybe I was supposed to crack these out. I don't know. I mean, obviously they can't go back to, they would have to be regraded by BGS, I would assume. I don't think I could send this back and ask for a reholder. That'd actually be kind of funny though. Maybe write them a note like, hey BGS, no big deal, right? A truck ran over this. Just need a new holder. Don't regrade it. It's fine. Just put it in a new case. That'd be great. So complete and utter embarrassment on my end. It's such a dumb mistake. Literally just not paying attention, going about my day. And fortunately, this wasn't, a $500 card, $1,000, $20,000 card. Both cards cost me about $160 combined. So hopefully I can maybe send these to PSA or maybe back to BGS and just see what we can do. At least they were in a BGS holder, so I feel pretty good that they're real cards or not counterfeit or whatever. Again, you never really know. There are fake cards that are in cases, but that's why I was buying BGS grade to begin with, is because just get some sort of eyes on it. And so what would you do in this situation? Would you go to BGS? Would you go to PSA, assuming they are grading all the star cards or in the future will grade them? Or do you hold out for an SGC or a CSG or another company that maybe they start grading stars, or just leave it here in these cases, these cracked cases, and it's a great story for the family moving forward? If you've made any sort of mistake like this, I would appreciate your comments down below in the comment section to make me feel a little bit better today. Again, a lot of people tune in because they think I'm goofy looking or whatever, and some people will laugh with me. This is going to be one where it's okay to laugh at me. This was real dumb on my part. Have a great weekend ahead. We've got the National next week. Stay healthy, stay awesome, and I will talk to you again later.